At some point I'm gonna need a burp. Sorry. Excuse me.
That was on camera.
Oh,
Yeah, it's rolling. Welcome to the new Brooke Show. Brooke Show. Hello, Internet. Welcome to a new movie review on Brooke Show. I'm here with some new guests. I'm here with Ernesto and Connor. What's up, guys?
Hola.
Today we're talking about a movie we just watched a couple days ago. Really hyped up. The brand new Christopher Nolan movie, Interstellar, came out this week.
One thing becomes really clear.
2,
And that's that you want to make sure your children feel safe.
1.
I'm coming back. I love you forever.
We're going to go through the story in a sec, but what were your guys' first thoughts?
Worth my $12.
Yeah, it was a well-made motion picture.
Yeah,
I was shocked. The visual effects were amazing.
Visuals were awesome. I thought the story was a little bit lacking. We'll get into that in a second. I would say for sure, in the words of the Matthew McConaughey, L-I-V-I-N, in space.
Yeah. We even say the story though was less than stellar, as we'd say. We're gonna do like the whole wordplay thing right now.
McConaughey just came from the beach too, you know,
So
super tan. Yeah.
He was so spray tanned. But let's get right into the story. Basically, in the future, there's these dust storms, and for some reason, people are dying off a ton. The Earth is screwed. There's hardly anyone alive. Matthew McConaughey's running a farm. Now that we're getting into the more of the story, we're going to talk about everything that happens.
Okay.
So spoilers starting now. Basically, they're farmers. They find the dust.
There's basically dust on the floor in the shape of Morse code.
Right.
His daughter recognizes that. She writes it down in a book. And since Matthew McConaughey is like MacGyver, he figures it out. Like, oh, I know Morse code in my head. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
Matthew McConaughey.
it's so convenient, like that little code. And
Do you want to go tanning?
He's like, all right, that was so easy to figure out. We have plenty of time to 10. And NASA's like a big reveal. It's like all of a sudden, oh, we're at NASA's still going around. Everyone heard that NASA was extinct.
Yeah, well, basically you have the nicest British guy ever, Michael Caine, be like, hi.
Michael Caine.
We're NASA, we're back, and we're here to help you out. So,
Hi, I'm Michael Caine. I'm going to explain things to you.
yeah.
The Lazarus Project.
Lazarus, bro.
That's when the movie got good, I think.
Yeah.
We got past all that farm bullshit and like get into some NASA stuff.
We don't care about his kids and them dying or anything
No,
like that.
if they just did more about the NASA story than the family story, this movie could have been a lot better. After they get to NASA, they find out NASA's making plans to take people off of Earth, to put colonies somewhere, to find somewhere they can live.
Basically it's Titan AE. I don't know if you've ever seen Titan AE. Sorry, Matt Damon.
Is that what they do? Yeah, it's a pretty classic story, actually. I mean, I'm sure there's other ones. I'm thinking of Battlestar Galactica right now. Back to Matthew McConaughey. Because it's all about Matthew McConaughey. It's a Matthew McConaughey in space movie. That's what I would have called it.
Yeah.
So he's a pilot, and apparently it's called the Lazarus Project. So they send him into space, and coincidentally, like they were just waiting for him to appear. Apparently, NASA, like, you're the best pilot we ever had, kind of thing.
Yeah, so that was a pretty big coincidence.
Glad you showed up here. We kind of needed a pilot.
They're like, well, this thing's about to leave in an hour.
Yeah,
we'll see you tomorrow. You're going to space.
What are you up to?
I think once you see the spaceship fly into space, is when you really get into the meat of the movie, because it really is a movie about visual effects.
Yeah, totally.
And like being on a space adventure.
Exactly, space opera, like adventure.
I agree. The family like connection's a little weak.
That was most of the story. If you want to see the rest, definitely see it. I think we all recommend to see it.
It's no John Wick, dude.
Yeah,
what we're saying.
It's no surf ninjas.
I'd say it's better than John Wick, but
surf ninjas for no way. Surf ninjas is the shit.
Yeah, it's no surf ninjas.
Surf ninjas is way
It's
better.
no surf ninjas.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. It's like Last Starfighter status.
I will say it's a little long. I think anything that gets close to 3 hours is just long for me. Spoilers: Matt Damon's in the movie.
You had to have
Born
known that,
Identity meets Star Wars.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you though,
Elysium. I think he was just like
me too.
he was just finishing up Elysium.
Yeah.
And then the crews bumped together, and they're like, let's just film this. Like we
might have
already
been
got
the same set, dude.
When you come back from space, don't you have to like not do anything for 6 months like these
Decompress.
astronauts. Who's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just gonna fly back into space because I'm Matthew McConaughey and I look tan.
Aliens.
Yeah, he's 10. He can do
Aliens,
it.
Ripley is there for at least like a month, right? In that space station
Oh,
with
yeah.
Paul Reiser. So like if Ripley has to be there for a month, then this guy, I mean,
This guy's got nothing
he's
on
not
Ripley.
Sigourney Weaver. Let's be
Dude,
honest.
let's
right
be real. Ripley has more muscle than Matthew McConaughey
Yeah.
any day.
If I'm going to space, say, hey, I need you
Yeah.
to fight aliens and find wormholes, I'm like, Sigourney Weaver, Ripley, let's go.
Let's go.
Matthew, I'm sorry, bro. Too orange.
Matthew, go eat a sandwich.
Go.
Maybe next time.
Go do some push-ups, bro. You're the shit. But
I hate Anne Hathaway's dyke haircut. She's had it on like so many different movies lately.
Yeah.
I feel like she just didn't even bother to like grow it back on this movie. She's like, no, I've been going dyke for a while. Doesn't Matthew McConaughey kind of look like a tranny? Like if you put a wig on him.
I think you'd have more experience at that than me knowing.
You guys haven't been to a tranny? Damn.
That scene with Jessica Chastain, I thought that was one of the, probably the strongest of the movie. In
Yeah.
my opinion, emotionally.
And she was the strongest part of the movie,
She
right?
was I thought she
Yeah.
kind of like, I wouldn't say saved the movie, but without her and the way they kind of switched it eventually to becoming more Earth focused and what their motivation is down there, then yeah, I thought she's a great actress.
Yeah,
Like,
she's very good looking.
holy shit, yeah. I mean,
She's super good
It's all
looking.
about her looks, not about her acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice her acting particularly well. She looked awesome.
well, for me, I'd say like I genuinely might be in love with her like for her insides,
And
not
she
just her pretty face.
Yeah, her
you know?
insides.
I mean, that's
I know what you're saying. I love her insides. Okay, so it's a great movie. We're going to wrap things up. Thanks again for coming on, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Gracias, muchachos.
Yeah, for
was
sure.
fun.
Make sure you guys check out their podcast again. We're going to put the link below. Peace out. May the Brooks be with you always.
all right.
Brooks Show.